Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. We know this about me. I love waking up to trailers. This one wasn't quite a wake up to a trailer. I woke up to a poster first, and based on the tweet that we got from lead actor Simu Liu, it seemed like that's all we were gonna get today. So I sat down at my desk. I started to go through like my emails, doing some work stuff, and then all of a sudden, like a little Twitter notification pops up, and I go, "Oh, hot damn! They did drop a teaser trailer." So we are. I'm not even showered. I'm like still in work mode. I'm trying to pull myself together, but we are getting ready to take a look at a trailer. So I ain't pull up a chair. Take a seat. We are getting ready to look at the first official teaser trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not super familiar with Shang-Chi. Was not a comic or comic character that I really followed when I was growing up. But I am always here for anything that involves martial arts. And if you're gonna do a Shang-Chi movie, you'd have to imagine you're gonna bring the martial arts. And based on some of the set photos we saw pre-pandemic, or actually no, I guess early on in the pandemic, right? We kind of seen like the layout of like the little village that they're in, and it's from what I remember reading back then, this was going to involve like a martial arts tournament, which sign me up. I don't need to know anything about Shang-Chi to get in for a martial arts tournament movie. I mean, I am so jacked for Mortal Kombat this week, but let's not digress. What I want to focus on here is Simu Liu. When he was cast, I was like, looks like he should be able to fit the part, but didn't know him at all. Then I became a pretty big fan of Kim's Convenience because of Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. He popped up on The Mandalorian, and then Kim's Convenience was added to Netflix. And I was like, oh, that's friggin' Paul Sun-Hyung Lee's show. I gotta go check that out. And fell in love with, Appa, who is Paul Sun-Hyung Lee's character's son, Jung. The whole family. I mean, Uma, Janet. If you haven't, and you have the ability to, you got some free time, you like sitcoms, throw Kim's Convenience on Netflix. It is such an easy watch. It's so enjoyable. And again, it just brings, a little bit more diversity to the world. I love watching the show about a Korean family that runs a convenience store in Canada. It's just, they hit on all these different, it's great. I don't want to get into that. But Jung is played by Simu Liu. And I kind of forgot that that's who was cast for Shang-Chi. So when the poster, which I'll move over and let's check out the poster. There it is. When that popped up, I was like, wait a minute. That's Jung from Kim's Convenience. So just in and of itself, having the background knowledge of who Simu Liu is and having seen him act in something now gets me so much more excited for this movie because I love Jung. Jung's character is great. I mean, like I said, everybody on that show is great. If you haven't, check out Kim's Convenience. Maybe I'll drop an overall kind of review so we can talk more about Kim's Convenience. But I am so pumped for Simu Liu, man. He's awesome in that show. This makes me more excited for this movie. Plus, I mean, the cast around him. He's got people like Michelle Yeoh and Awkwafina in here. Come on, like these are all things that speak good things for the scene, man. So let's not waste any more time, man. I'm really pumped to see what we're getting because, like I said, I don't know much other than the fact that the Ten Rings is the organization that is run by the Mandarin. We, of course, were introduced to the Mandarin in Iron Man 3, and then it was Ben Kingsley, and we're like, that's weird. He's playing a Middle Eastern terrorist. Like, that's not the Mandarin, but also, like, weird that Ben Kingsley is playing a Middle Eastern terrorist. And then it's revealed that he's an actor. And then at that time, Marvel was doing these little shorts that they would throw on their Blu-rays. And I think it was for Thor the Dark World, maybe? There was a short on there that referenced Iron Man 3. And when you bring that short in, you find out that the real Ten Rings exist. Like, a guy comes in and interviews Ben Kingsley in the jail. And when he's talking to him, he's got the Ten Rings tattoo on his hand, and you're like, the Ten Rings really exist. And the Mandarin I am a little familiar with because he has been in the past an Iron Man foe. So I don't know if we'll actually see the Mandarin. He's not listed in the cast list, but if you're talking about the Ten Rings, the Mandarin and magic is definitely in play. So I'm pumped to see what they're going to give us in a teaser. I don't know if they'll tease the Mandarin, but I expect to see some awesome martial arts stuff right now. So let's not waste any more time, man. I've been talking for a while. Let's get the trailer up. There it is. Let's see what we are getting. with our first official teaser for Marvel's Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh, somebody punched it. Tom. I like that. Big hand strong.
I gave you 10 years to live your life.
Yeah, he's a car guy on Kim's Convenience.
And where did that get you? You walked in my shadow.
Oh.
I trained you. So the most dangerous people in the world couldn't kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side. That's not going to happen.
Yes, let's go! Give me that. Oh, that's a gorgeous look. Woo! It's a lion.
Outrun who you really are.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Let's go! Simu Liu is up for the challenge. I love it. We were seeing all those younger versions of him getting trained.
Bugger.
Hold on, everybody!
Oh! Shoot!
We make a good team.
Yes, dude. I like. It's funny, right? Like, I was literally just saying, like, they were showing us like lots of training with the younger versions of Shang-Chi, but not him. And then we get that whole little bit toward the end where he's finally starting to do some, martial arts stuff. And inside that, dude, I just saw Nobody, where Bob Odenkirk decimates people on a bus. This looks like it's up to the challenge with that, man. I'm here for hand-to-hand, tight quarters combat inside of buses. Nobody made it look awesome, and that looks great because it plays in perfectly to Awkwafina. I love Awkwafina. If you don't know that about me, watch more videos on the channel. But Awkwafina is an absolute powerhouse, man. Like, she is so good. She can do the dramatic, she can do the comedy, and having her in this movie, that bus scene was the perfect thing to show. Like, I was looking all movie, I'm like, where's Awkwafina? I haven't seen her pop up yet. That bus scene was perfect, man, because it plays with, like, legit, like, suspense, right? Like, you're on the edge, you're just like, are they gonna make it or not? And Awkwafina just adding that comedy, that mixture of action and comedy is exactly what I want anytime Awkwafina's on screen. And if Shang-Chi is on screen solo, I want that badass fighting dude when he jumped up and double kicked those two guys in the face. That is what I'm talking about. Give me all of that stuff, and I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated to see who his dad is. Like, are they hinting? Like I said, I don't know much about the character, but like, are they hinting that maybe his dad is tied to the Mandarin or to the Ten Rings in some way? I don't know, but what we saw with Shang-Chi, I'm here for it, man. And those freaking lions? Were those lions running next to him in that like village fight sequence? Like that, the action looks like it is where you want it, and this looks like something to get really, really excited about. I am so pumped for Simu Liu, man. It's so funny, like, literally 6 months ago, I would have watched this trailer and be like, that looks awesome. Like, I am so here for that. But because I've now watched Kim's Convenience and I know who Simu Liu is as an actor, oh, that gets me so much more excited, because outside of working at a car like rental place in Kim's Convenience where he was doing the valet, I was like, oh, they're tossing him keys. That's kind of familiar for him. Outside of that, I never seen him do anything physical. And I mean, like, the dude is always in really, really good shape. But like, his character on that show doesn't call for any kind of physical, interaction like that. So to see him doing the martial arts stuff, oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited for him, and I'm so excited for this movie. But now I want to know what you're thinking. Are you pumped? Are you familiar with Shang-Chi? Did you grow up reading the comic? Do you know anything about this backstory? Or like me, was this something that you saw get announced and you just got excited because you were like, ooh, Marvel doing martial arts stuff, and like Marvel doing Shang-Chi? A, diversity in the films, love that. But B, they truly are genuinely willing to go anywhere that they have their fingertips at in their roster. And that's really cool because it creates this world of just interesting different types of storytelling, and this is storytelling that I'm very excited to see. So if you're excited about it, what were you digging? What popped in the trailer for you? Obviously the big one for me was that bus sequence and that double kick. That was awesome. But let me know everything you were digging, not digging, good, bad, indifferent on the teaser trailer for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings goes down below in the comment section. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man as we approach this fall, and Shang-Chi, or just anything when we're talking movies, TV, trailers, you want to show some love, support, like what I'm doing over here at Cinema Sit Down, come join C-Maniac Nation by jumping over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. Until next time, for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man, I'm signing off. Peace! Oh, hey, what's going on? You must be sticking around because you're looking for more content featuring this guy. Well, guess what? You're in the right place. You can check out more videos right here and right here. And if you have and you want to come join that C-Maniac Nation, you can hit that subscribe right over there.